Hey y'all, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my process for getting ready for our bi-weekly grocery shopping. But first, I wanted to invite y'all to hop on over to my other social media accounts where I regularly share all things homemaking, homeschooling, and motherhood, as I always say. I also share daily updates which will give y'all a little more mama to mama interaction with me. I hope you guys enjoy a little bit more personalized content on all those platforms, and feel free to DM me any questions and comments you have. Now let's get into it. Okay, so tip number one, always start with what you have on hand. I cannot stress that enough. Obviously, from past experience, I have gone to the grocery store many times and bought the same exact thing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. And not only is that just usually a waste of food, it is a waste of money. And in today's economy, we are trying to save. We do not need to be spending any extra money than what we have budgeted. It just doesn't make any sense. And circling back, it's very wasteful. It just creates a lot of food waste and a lot of like unnecessary plastic waste and all of that stuff. And it's just not good for the environment. So be conscious of your pockets and be conscious of your home and your environment and create an inventory. Which brings us to our next tip. Go through your pantry, your fridge, your freezer, and anywhere that you are storing food. Write down everything that you have. I'm using a whiteboard so that way I can go in and change things as I use them. And that is just very efficient. And I also referenced my last inventory, and I just plan on keeping it on the whiteboard because it just makes sense. My husband gave me the idea. That way I can go through and erase the number of things I use, like eggs, things like that. I literally go through and write it down to the number. And that brings us to my next tip, which is to create your inventory with exact numbers. So that way you know exactly what you have. I cannot repeat this enough. I know it sounds tedious. I know it sounds like it's a lot, but I promise you, at the end of the day, you are not going to regret knowing exactly what you have in all of your food spaces, because it's going to help you save money. On to tip number 4, create your list, price out your items, clip your coupons, create a budget, and stick to it. That has been the hardest thing for me, is sticking to a budget, but I find that it's just so much more efficient. So I go through my apps, I price everything. Like for example, with Costco, I go through on the app, I add things to my cart that I'm going to get that I know are in store, and then I set the budget for whatever that price is. I also went on Winco's website, clipped coupons for things that I possibly want or things that I want to get, like snacks and such, and I set a budget for that. And I will also be going to a fruit stand, so I set a budget for that. I know it's hard, but you have to stick to the budget. So now it is time to really hone in my list. I've got everything written down that I have as far as in my pantry, my freezers, and my fridge. And I am just going through and making a separate list for each grocery store that I'm going to. So I am going to be going to Costco, Winco, and the farmers market. So at Costco, obviously I'm buying most things in bulk, so we'll be getting like all of our laundry stuff there. I have like one specific snack item that I can only get at Costco. I have the pre-made meals because I like to freeze those for long term, or just on nights I don't feel like cooking. Winco, I'm going there specifically for snacks and cereal. I have 5 separate snacks I want to get for the kids for their snack boxes, and one specific type of cereal. And then the farmers market, or the farm stand that I'm going to, which I'm so excited to show you guys at because it's amazing. I am just getting produce, so it's going to be like blueberries, strawberries, all of our fruits and stuff like that. And I might get a couple of fresh veggies. I do have like broccoli and zucchini and stuff like that, so I probably won't be getting much of that. But I do have a specific list for each store that I will be sticking to. Bringing it in with the last tip, create a separate list for a few things that you want but don't need. If you have $50 left over and you're like, hey, I want mascara, or I want, you know, like a cute nail polish, do what I did right here on the screen and create a separate list in your phone, or even write it down on a sticky note, and it's not with your main list of things that you absolutely need. As long as it's okay, you can spend that money, so that way you don't feel like you are like suffocating, because sometimes I pass the impulse buy section and I feel like, oh my god, I have to buy something. If you are under your budget, then it's okay, but don't step outside of your budget because you want to buy something. You have to practice that control. Okay guys, I got somebody who decided to join me to finish out this video, but we have reached the end. I've got my list done, I've got the inventory done. Hopefully that helps. I'm super excited about that. I'm glad that my husband gave me that idea. So we will see how that works. And of course, I will be showing you guys that in upcoming videos, just so you can kind of follow along with us. I've got my coupons clipped. I've got all that stuff ready to go. My budget for tomorrow's grocery haul is $450. So you guys are going to have to tune in on Friday. So glad that you guys decided to stop by once again to enjoy this video with us. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. That helps so much. And don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified whenever I post. And subscribe if you love me enough. I'll see you guys on Friday's video. Bye.